The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Texans and the Vikings under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. After this, the games count for real. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, back in the day, it was 6 preseason games, then 4, now 3. So here we are. This one, the last tune-up before the regular season gets going.
Yeah, and I know it's easy to start looking ahead to the regular season, and of course there's an excitement that comes when the games get real, but for so many players on these rosters, this is where careers and opportunities are made. I know from talking to these coaches, they're coming in. This game matters.
Final dress rehearsal before the regular season gets started in a couple of weeks' time. And off we go here in the NFL preseason finale. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week 1 of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. But for a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, but these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. With Stroud. It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 29.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Man in motion is Brown. That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Texans. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. A safe kick taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Make no mistake about it, Mike, even though these games might not mean a lot in the grand scheme of things, they certainly matter when it comes to the evaluation of these rosters. You just can't replicate these situations of live reps in practice. So what do coaches do? They give guys a little bit of taste in the preseason games. Can you separate yourself from the rest of the pack? I'm excited to see who steps up, who makes a case to snatch one of these roster spots over these next couple hours.
They'll stay on the ground with Achan, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Pete Werner there to make the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing now from the gun. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Texans offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
That is pulled in by Musgrave. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. This one into the hands of Brown.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This a 44-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the Texans will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Vikings offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. He'll get this one complete to the rookie from Wisconsin. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Here's Achan. And he will get into the end zone. Come on, Achan. Touchdown, Minnesota.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
And the Texans first down.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
First down, Texans.
So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. 10-7 is the score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Stroud. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. They convert on 3rd and 3 with a gain of 7 yards. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Stroud. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Houston.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Still 1st down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Here's Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Stroud Going to set up to throw. To the goal line and in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Houston. Extra point try now for Tucker. He knocks it through. And the Texans will get out in front 17-7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake filled first half continues. They get the guard, Jackson Powers Johnson. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a
negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
And the Texans first down.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be taken down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Now Stroud. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. And he's in! Brenton Strange! Touchdown, Texans! And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Next to score, Texans 24, Vikings 7.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Back to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Minnesota. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Texans offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screenplay is, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all. Like, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL. The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. He'll drop to throw. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there. Now he'll run it. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. going up top. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cut downs, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on for the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, this is the final dress rehearsal. Still a chance for someone to make a big play that cements his spot on the roster. And to bring it your way, let's get it right back out to Mike Tirico.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
He'll get this out wide, and he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They put a receiver in motion to the left. He'll look to throw. Going for it all. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And so much for being backed up, he takes this beyond the 25-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Right back to him on 1st down. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll run here. This is tied to the 38-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. A handoff as they try to run it here. Down the sideline, past the 45. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll run it here with Chandler. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. Here's 3rd and 2. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Automatic 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A run out of the gun with Achane. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 40.
Man in motion, heading left. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard.
Texans 40-yard line.
Throwing right, it's taken in, and it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
3rd and long. Now a screen set up for Achane. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. EA Sports back for more of the NFL preseason after this. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Man in motion is Brown. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. On the ground, here's the Texas Longhorn, Roschon Johnson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Here's Sanders. This defense back up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
No gain on the play.
2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Carr. Adds to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
No place to run there. Good job by the D to stop him at the 2.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Texans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights in this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Oh, got to be careful here. Looks like they're just going to avoid the safety, but not by much. That was close to being a disaster. A carry now for Chandler. And he's going to manage to get this out of harm's way and bring it up to the 5-yard line. Good gain of 4. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The Texans getting all set to punt. as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Carr. Here's a screen now for Sanders. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Carr. That one on target, some more. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
And the Texans are going to have it just past their 25.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They look to be on their way to a 2nd win in 3 tries here in the preseason, and they'll begin here with 1st and 10. A run now for Chandler. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the ground, this is Chandler. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. The tight end, Allen, in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Tucker. A gain of 24 through the air. First down for Houston.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Texans first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Now DeMarcado.
He is brought down
is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This one from 43 yards away. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Texans will extend their lead. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They finish the preseason on an up note. Now they'll have a couple weeks to get ready for the season opener coming in September. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Minneapolis.